Welcome back, everybody, to September 10th. I'm so glad that it's the end of the week again for you. Just a quick reminder before we get started today that your Friday attendance check lessons are due by 11:59 p.m. in order for you to be counted present, okay? So before you leave today, I just want you to remember, oh yeah, I gotta do that Friday assignment. So let's get started, guys. We've been talking a lot about colonial life in the last couple of days. We've talked about the three different regions, New England, Mid-Atlantic, and Southern. We talked about their geography, the climate, and the economy. And we also talked about some VIP colonies that were very, very important. Today is the final day we're discussing colonial life, and we're going to identify other prominent English colonies. This is important because conflicts in original settlements caused the establishment of new colonies. So the people are going to be moving around, and this is how we get 13 different colonies from just Jamestown, Virginia, and Plymouth, Massachusetts. Today you're going to complete a Who Am I Following activity using your virtual notebook. So let's get started. A reminder, Jamestown, Virginia was our first successful English colony in 1607. This would be down in the southern region, and it was established for the commercial profit of tobacco. This is our only VIP colony established for money purposes. Yesterday, we talked about Plymouth, Massachusetts in the New England region and how the Pilgrims were escaping persecution in Europe, where they were being killed for their religious beliefs. They escape Europe, come over to the New World, and start their own colony here. And they also sign what we call the Mayflower Compact, agreeing to follow certain rules in the New World. Now, today we're going to look at a couple more important colonies. The first one is Maryland, and this was established by the Catholics who were escaping persecution in Europe. They settled in what we call Maryland because they believe very deeply in the Virgin Mary. So although it's pronounced Maryland these days, it is actually Maryland. They are going to settle here for a refuge or safe place in order to have religious freedom. All right, the next one is Pennsylvania. A man named William Penn founded Pennsylvania for the Quaker religion. This is the first group of colonists who are not going to allow slavery. And you might recognize this box of oats here. The Quaker oats actually show a real Quaker. This is the guy or the group from the group of Quakers that originally settled in Pennsylvania. So Quaker is a religion. And our final notable colony is Rhode Island. Rhode Island is established by a man named Roger Williams, after disagreements in Massachusetts. So if you look at the map, you can see how close Massachusetts was, and you can think about Plymouth right about here where Plymouth Rock was. And since they had disagreements, he actually walks away, it's quite a story, through the forest, decides to start his own colony, and this becomes known as Rhode Island. So these are just three different examples of people moving around from the original colonies to start their own. And here's an image of Roger Williams himself. So we are going to start an activity now on page 10 in your notebook. Okay, I'm going to switch over so that I can show you close up what it looks like. In page 10 of your notebook, you have these cards. We have the two top most important colonies, followed by three more examples of prominent colonies. And you're going to type into the box. For example, it says number 1, you have arrived in the English colonies and are looking for an economic opportunity. Economic opportunity means money, and only one of these colonies was established for money. So I'm going to review them, and I see that all of these over here are religious colonies. They were all based on religion. So you're going to double click here, And you're going to type in your response. And for number 1, I'm going to help you out. It is Jamestown, Virginia. Okay, for the profit of tobacco. So now you're going to go ahead and do numbers 2 through 9 on your own. And then we have our very first unit project. So let me go ahead and show that to you here. The instructions are on page 11 of your notebook as well. The due date, you're going to have all weekend, guys. This activity should take maybe less than half an hour, depending on how creative you are. But it is due Monday, September 14th, okay? It is a major test grade, so we want you to have fun and get creative. Let me read the instructions with you on page 11. So this is the Colonial Superhero Project. First, you're going to choose if you want your hero to be male or female and delete the one you don't want, then expand your choice. So let's say I want the female. I'm going to go ahead and delete the male, and then I'm going to expand the female, okay? Now, what you're going to have to do with this image, choose which VIP your colony, your hero is from, and invent a name related to that information. So I need to pick one of these. I'm going to go with Maryland. So I'm going to put here Super Mary. Now you can't use my example. So please, nobody can do Super Mary. All right, now we're going to get a little creative here. Put some color. Show me that you know how to use this stuff, okay? And number 2, your hero needs a catchphrase that defines the reasons why the colony was established. So catchphrase is when somebody says something like that is very notable. So I can go back to my notes and see that Maryland was established for religious freedom. So I'm going to insert here a speech bubble so that she can say a catchphrase. And again, don't use my example, okay? I'm going to put here freedom of religion for all. So that's what my superhero is going to be saying. Now for the next part. It says, design the background to look like the geography of the region the superhero is from. So Maryland, if I remember back in my map, Maryland is in the south. And in the south, the geography is flatland, fertile soil, and a long growing season. So I'm going to put her in the background, maybe a farm. So I'm going to search up an image and put it in the background for the geography of the area. And finally, you get to design the costume of your superhero. Now, if you don't want to do this digitally, in the Google Classroom, I have attached a PDF of the superheroes that you can print out at home, and you can design it manually with any colors, any markers that you have. There needs to be color. So if you choose to do the superhero costume black and white, that is fine. But the geography in the background needs to be in color, okay? So guys, we want you to have fun. These come out really cool every year, and I can't wait to see what you bring to class. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget your Friday activity.